What's up, YouTube? So this video today is going to be about loving and believing in yourself. I think that's something that more people need to do, and it's very important in life. You know, a lot of people are getting bullied in school or work, or feel inadequate with all the comparison with social media and everything nowadays. I think that a lot of people really should try to love themselves more and believe in themselves no matter what you're doing. You can do anything with your life if you just put your mind to it. And that's true. That's 100% true. You know, a lot of people, they let other people's opinions of themselves affect them. And it's not good. You know, you can't value other people's opinions too much, because then you'll just live your life for other people's opinions. And you gotta be able to make your own decisions in life. You gotta be your own best friend, because in life you're gonna go through a lot of hardship. You're gonna go through a lot of grief, a lot of loss. As you age, you're gonna lose a lot of friends. They're gonna come and go. You're gonna lose family. You've got to be able to be your best friend in life. You know, I can't emphasize that enough. You can't beat yourself up about your past mistakes. You know, you gotta uplift yourself, talk good to yourself every day, try to think positive. You know, you can't be stuck in the past, stuck in negativity. If you're getting bullied, fuck those people. Who gives a shit? Half those people got their own problems, their own flaws. You know, nobody knows what you've gone through, the hardships you've faced in your life. You know, you got to be able to look yourself in the mirror every day and say, I'm an amazing person. You know, for me, for example, I'm a hard worker. I'm a loyal, faithful, good husband. You know, you got to be able to say stuff like that. You got to be able to hype yourself up, you know, and you're going to have bad days. Everybody has bad days. Everybody, you know, thinks negative thoughts, you know, has anxiety, has bad days where they just, you know, they're beating themselves up. You got to try your best not to do that. You know, with social media and everything nowadays, people are all comparing each other's lifestyles. You know, women are looking at unrealistic bodies, and like in movies, you get dudes that are like the stars that are like jacked up on fucking every steroid unimaginable. You know, like, if you're the ugliest person in the world, you know, you can still bring value into the world. You can still bring positivity. You can still bring joy. You can still help people in life. You've got to realize how much value you bring to the world and not let other people put you down or make you think less of yourself. And that's something that a lot of people should hear. And I wanted to bring this message up today, because not enough people love themselves nowadays, you know? I feel like society almost, you know, with social media and movies and all the ads and capitalism in general, it's like made to make you feel less than, like inadequate. Like, oh, you gotta drive a Ferrari and have a mansion, and oh, you gotta have the best jawline and be 6'6", and you know, it's all ridiculous. It's all ridiculous. You gotta love yourself for who you are. Believe in yourself. You know, for example, when I go and tell people like, hey, I want to become a YouTuber, like, hey, I'm making YouTube videos, and like, I'll see people be like, oh, you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna make it. You know, like laugh at me and stuff, and I don't let it get to me. Good, it motivates me. That's another thing. You gotta believe in yourself so much. Don't give a shit what other people think. You know, any passion or thing you want to do in life, go for it. I mean it. Anything. You can do it. Everybody, if other people can do it, you can do it. You know, even if you've got mental problems, even if you've got all kinds of disorders, every day just wake up, and as long as you can know that you're putting in effort to change your life and better your life, be proud of yourself, love yourself. Don't give a shit what other people say. Oh, you ain't doing this, that, or you're not good at this, or whatever. Like, it don't matter. All that matters is your relationship with yourself, to be quite honest, you know? Some people have family members that put them down, or want to tell them how to live their lives, or, you know, it comes in all shapes and forms. And yeah, you got to go through, you know, in life, you got to go, you're basically on the journey alone. You never know who you're going to lose. Everybody's going to have to go through grief and hard times, and you got to be able to love yourself and lift yourself back up and get right back to it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think that's my message for the day. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And yeah, love yourselves, man. Believe in yourself, whatever it is. Don't let the naysayers or people tell you nothing. Half of people have their own flaws, their own problems, so just projecting their own insecurities, or, you know, their own what they think you can and can't do onto you. Like, don't listen to it. Believe in yourself, love yourself, like and subscribe. I love you guys for watching. All my supporters and people who actually watch my videos, I appreciate every one of you. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye.